Significant traits of humans as they evolved were bigger skulls to provide space for a more powerful brain, hind legs that were made for walking upright, and advanced dexterity and fingers for gripping with strength and precision. The changes in the culture of which the early humans lived, such as hot climates or the cold climates during the Ice Age, dictated the characteristics of humans, such as the skin color or the amount of hair on their body. An event other than the Ice Age that affected the evolution of humans was the Bering Land Bridge that connected Russia to America. Natural selection played a huge role in the evolution of humans. Elements that aided natural selection of humans were things such as availability of food and water in certain environments, as well as predators that pursued early humans, and extreme differences of climates. The trait of skin color has many diverse variants. Dark-skinned humans prospered in hot, sunny climates, and light-skinned humans developed in climates where the sun is not as intense. The traits and variants that aid in survival were passed on and inherited by the next generation of the species, and on the other hand, traits that did not have an effective aid survival faded out. Natural selection takes many generations and millions of years for noticeable change to occur. Over the years, scientists and researchers have accumulated a great source of evidence for the evolution of human beings. One example of evidence is the use of fossils. Fossils are very helpful because they help us understand how quickly children from earlier species developed, the difference between the male and female body size, and how well adapted early humans were able to walk upright. Another type of evidence is technology, which consists of tools and types of shelter. Technology such as stone tools help describe how the early humans used technology to adapt to the environment. New human species arose through the passing of certain variants to adjust to the environment. In a recent study involving the analysis of a certain population, scientists found that a variant of light skin was passed on throughout the population so that people could survive in the sun. This variant was passed on through reproduction, and through reproduction the variants became much more prevalent. Thus, the human species arose through the spread of different types of variants, which is spread throughout reproduction. Understanding human evolution can help us make decisions about life because evolution tells us that our body has developed the limits our body can go to. This understanding can help us decide the medicine we use to fight diseases such as antibiotics. Bacterial resistance to antibiotics is an evolutionary phenomenon. With the heavy use of antibiotics, selects bacteria are generally resistant to the drug. Also, with the continued use of antibiotics, those resistant forms of bacteria multiply and spread to other hosts and eventually resist bacteria which replace the population of once sensitive bacteria. Also, the evolution of agriculture helps me decide what foods I need to eat before school, tests, or sports events to allow my body the right food to give it energy. The evolution from hunting and gathering to cultivation of crops allowed our species to increase in population and technology-wise. The evolution to cultivation of crops led to cities being established and allowed the civilization in history to evolve and develop. And today, agriculture is the main reason why our planet has become a planet filled with 7 billion people and is the main reason we are successful today. Evolution with surgery has also helped us gain knowledge of our body and medicine that allows surgeons to perform surgery and keep our alive in dire circumstances. Back in the day, people didn't have access to medical treatment like we did, and many died from not having that access. In summary, the decision mechanism inputs information from the internal and external environment into a decision process, which generates a decision. The decision maker chooses an action based on the decision and receives an outcome.
Evolution is a key part of how I live and how I came to be. Evolution of the human species led to the beginning of the human race and led to the Homo sapiens, which have evolved to be the humans we are today. The evolution that has taken place over the human race time period has been agriculture. The evolution in agriculture started with the humans using the ground to plant the basic crops to live. Agriculture has evolved into a necessity for modern civilization because you need consistent food base to provide for a growing population. But in the 21st century, agriculture has evolved into foods that I can eat every day for lunch, and knowledge of humans has developed into what foods I need to give my body the most muscle, protein, and energy. The evolution of food has given me the ability to quench my hunger and give me the energy to live every day. Also, the evolution with diseases that we have been able to fight off have allowed me and the rest of the United States to fight off diseases like influenza and swine flu. The evolution of the human and the immunity to diseases helped me live without sickness and allow me to attend school regularly instead of being at home and not learning. Also, the knowledge of medicine has developed immensely, so now we can fight off major diseases by just seeing a doctor. The immunity to most diseases have evolved over the last 200 years, and this helps me live my life without any fear of becoming deathly ill.
Thank you, Mr. Picard, for listening to our project from Nathaniel Chow, Adrian Hollowayevich, and Nick Radonovich. Thank you for watching.